Yo, what is going on, you guys? Bastion Waiju here, and not today, but yesterday, we actually got the reveal for the full set, brand new Maze of Memories set coming out in just about a little bit over a week, maybe 2 weeks at most. So it's actually really crazy. I mean, it's completely snuck up on us. Like, I didn't think that it was coming out until March, and then I looked at my calendar and I realized March is like tomorrow. So this is actually super crazy, guys. We actually got support for the Maze archetype, also known as the Gate Guardian archetype, from the first season of Yu-Gi-Oh! At least the first, not series 0, not season 0, season 1 of Yu-Gi-Oh! So this is from the Paradox Brothers when they teamed up against Yugi and Joey, and they're pretty much like, none of the rules made any sense whatsoever. They had specific monsters that like the shadow wall, that is a monster you couldn't attack it because it just hits within the walls. And then I forgot which one the water one is. I think it's Suijin. He actually goes ahead and, like, you know, floods the maze with water, and it affects the movement or whatever of the monster, so they can't. It was just a huge cluster of freaking of an episode, of episodes, I should say. I'm pretty sure it's more than one. But here are the originals. If you guys want to go ahead and reference, we have Suijin, we have Kazujin, and then we have Sanga of the Thunder, which the naming makes absolutely no sense whatsoever. Also, if you guys are looking for a ultimate rare to go ahead and put in your trade binder, I think this is a pretty cool copy. It's just $3 or $4, actually pretty nice. I just want to go ahead and throw that out there. But we are not here for that. We are here for the brand new Gate Guardian support, guys. Also, if you guys have not picked up your Trap Trick structure deck, make sure you guys do. That deck is nuts. But anyways, go ahead and get right into it, guys. Then we're also going to take a look at possibly the deck list, not the deck list, the set list as well, if we can go ahead and find it. So we have, first of all, Labyrinth heavy tank, so it does not synergize with the Labyrinth archetype, unfortunately. So let's go ahead and check it out. We have a level 7 Dark Machine effect monster, 2400 attack and 2400 defense. Now, I do not remember the actual stat line from the anime, so I'm gonna assume this is correct. Anyway, so you can normal summon this card without attributing. Nice. Cannot attack on the turn it is normal summoned. Okay, that makes sense. Sure, because it's a level 7 free normal summon. That makes sense. During your main phase, you can place one Sanga of the Thunder, Kazujin, or Suijin that is banished or in your hand or deck face up in your spell and trap card zone as a continuous spell. Then, if you control a Labyrinth wall card, you can destroy one monster your opponent controls. Okay, not bad. You can use this effect of Labyrinth Heavy Tank once per turn. Okay, so it immediately turbos out your Suijin, Kazujin, and Sanga of the Thunder, so it helps to get them onto the field, which is cool, but they're going to be in the spell and trap card zone. As far as I'm concerned, these don't really have effect, especially some of themselves from spell and trap card zone. These are not crystal beasts over here, so during damage calculation, yada yada yada, attack 0/0 during and the quick effect. Ooh, this is a quick effect. I love it. I love it. This effect can only be used once while this card is face up. Okay, so yeah, it doesn't have anything in the spell and trap card zone, so I'm assuming it has some other shenanigans going on for it. There we go. Shadow Ghoul of the Labyrinth, also known as Shadow Wall or Wall Shadow Labyrinth. It had a different name, at least the first printing of it, right? So this is, I guess, some more revamped versions of the cards, so who knows, maybe they'll all be competitive now. So it's a level 5 Dark Zombie effect monster. Already hate those stats, and hate the stat line, 1600 attack, 1300 defense. Okay, so you can discard this card and add a Labyrinth wall card from your deck to your hand. Already love that card. I immediately went from hating it to actually loving it quite a bit. So any Labyrinth wall card from your deck to your hand, that's pretty good. At the start of the damage step, if an opponent's monster battles, so not if you attack, if they attack, if an opponent's monster battles, very important phrase in there, while you control a Labyrinth wall card, you can banish this card from your graveyard, destroy that opponent's monster, and you can only use this effective Shadow Ghoul once. It's a hard once per turn. That's not that bad. That's actually pretty promising. Not only is it a terraforming essentially for a Rhoda, for I should say, for your Labyrinth Wall or Labyrinth Wall cards. Hopefully Labyrinth Wall got a reprint, because that's, I mean, it doesn't need it, but I would like for it to have rarity upgrade, whatever. I'm pretty sure it's going to be printed in a comment if I'm not mistaken. Actually, let me go ahead. No, I'm not going to look that up, but you guys look it up if you want to. So, okay, destroy that opponent's monster. Okay, cool. So that's not bad. In battle type effect, but really what we're going to be using for is to search any Labyrinth wall card from your deck to your hand. So that's pretty clutch. So we got our first fusion, brand new fusion coming out. It's Gate Guardian combined. Level 12 Dark Warrior fusion effect monster. 3750, gotta love those stats. And 3400 defense. So materials, of course, all of the Gate Guardians. Must be special summoned from your extra by banishing the above cards from your hand, field, and or graveyard. Love it. Absolutely love it. This makes the first card that we read a lot more viable because now, by putting them in your field and your spell and trap card zone, you're still getting rid of them. At least I would believe that's how that works. I can't remember another type of interaction that works this specific way. I'm sure there's some type of Crystal Beast fusion that works in a similar way. I just don't play Crystal Beast enough. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. So when your opponent activates a card or effect that targets a card you control, quick effect, you can negate that effect, and if you do, destroy that card. You can only use this effect of Gate Guardian combined thrice per turn. So 3 times you can go ahead and negate and destroy a card that targets a card you control, specifically a card you control. Okay, if it targets anything, even if they target a card that they control, that would be even more busted, but it's already pretty good. So you pretty much, you can't target anything your opponent cannot target anything you control because it's immediately going to get negated and destroyed. So very important to go ahead and keep in mind. If this special summon card in its owner's control leaves the field because of an opponent's card, you can special summon one level 11 or lower Gate Guardian monster from your deck or extra deck, ignoring a summoning condition. So you can't summon out another one because it is level 12, but that's pretty cool. So that's already telling me that there's going to be a Labyrinth Wall cards, and it's going to be Gate Guardian cards. So it's going to be kind of like Photon and Galaxy. So it has 2 different archetypes, but they both have cards that they intertwine together to go ahead and make one deck. It's sounding like that's going to be the way that this deck is meant to be played, but so far, this is a really good card. It's not broken by any means of the imagination, but it's not bad for what it's supposed to represent, right? So not bad at all there, not bad. So then next we have another fusion. We have Gate Guardian of Thunder and Wind. Very cool. So level 9 Thunder fusion effect monster. This is the one you can go ahead and summon out of the Gate Guardians combined. This looks like the wind and the electricity one. So Sanga, I forget their names. So Sanga the Thunder and Kasajin, I think. Yeah. So level 9 Thunder effect monster. So yeah, pretty much exactly what I was. It was right here the entire time, guys. Come on. Also, must do special summon from your extra deck by banishing the above cards you control. So that's a big difference. But it can still be summoned out by Gate Guardian combined. So it's still not bad. So you can add 1 spell trap card from your deck to your hand that mentions Sanga of the Thunder, Kasajin, and Suijin. So as I mentioned all of them, which I'm sure that all their support is going to mention all of them. Let's just be real here. You can only use this effective Gate Guardian of Thunder and Wind once per turn. Okay, so it's a searcher. That's not bad. Specifically during the main phase, it's a little weird. Kind of wish it was on summon, but it's okay. It's okay. If this face-up special summon card in its owner's control leaves the field because of the opponent's card, you can special summon one of your banished Sanga or Kasajin. So, okay, it's okay. Like I said, for what the deck is supposed to be, it's not bad. So, I mean, I'll take it. Gate Guardian, Wind and Water. Again, Wind and Water. Must be special summon from your extra deck by banishing the above cards you control. Yada, yada, yada. Once per chain. Once per chain. Okay, what's this going to say? When your opponent activates a spell, trap, or effect on the field, you can negate that effect. You can only use this. I froze there for a second. I froze. So you can only use this effective Gate Guardian, Wind and Water twice per turn. This card, if this card is special summon and its owner control leaves the field because of opponent's card, you can special summon one of your banished Kasajin or Suijin. So this is immediately a million times better than this card, because this card does absolutely nothing, no form of interruption whatsoever. Which, I mean, yeah, you get to add a spell trap, which is cool, but it's very restricting as to what you can add. And like if it said, go ahead and add a Regeki from your deck to your hand, or go ahead and add a Pot of Greed from your deck to your hand, and they unban Pot of Greed, that'd be great. It doesn't do that. It's fine. It's fine. Or if it add, I don't know. But this is immediately a lot better. Very much like quite a bit of banishing the above cards, negate spells, traps. Very cool. And then we have the Water and Thunder. For the best combo, you see, if you guys have seen the anime, this makes the best combo by far. So let's see here. Oh no, it was Joey's monster, I believe, that combined the Thunder with Suijin's Water. And you know what? You guys should have seen the anime already. So if you guys have not seen it, definitely go check out those because it's a wacky, wacky duel. Anyway, so Suijin, Sanga, whatever, must special summon, yada yada yada. Once per chain again. Okay, we're getting somewhere. Quick effect. You can target one face of monster your opponent controls. Change its attack to 0 until the end of this turn. Okay, not bad. You can use this effect of twice per turn. Okay, not bad. So twice in a turn per chain, you can go ahead and change your opponent's monster's attack to 0 as a quick effect. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. So that actually gets around a lot of cards that you want to go ahead and beat over you. The only thing is that you just need cards that are going to help negate other stuff your opponent's trying. So I'm not seeing any type of monster effect negation so far, but they do negate spells, traps. So okay, I mean I'm seeing where it's going. Labyrinth Wall Shadow is a field spell card. Okay, I love the artwork on that. Very, very cool. Monsters cannot attack the turn they are summoned. Cool, except monsters' original level is level 5 or higher. Great. Once per turn during your main phase, you can place one Sanga yada 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 that is banished or in your hand or deck face up in your spell and trap person as a continuous spell. At the start of your opponent's battle phase, you can target one monster your opponent controls with less than 1600 attack and destroy it. Okay. Okay, you know what? That's okay. That's not the worst card I've read. Double attack, Wind and Thunder. So if you control a Gate Guardian monster, target one card on the field, destroy it. During your main phase, you can bash card from the graveyard to add one Sanga yada yada that is banished or in your deck to your hand. So okay, that's not bad. These are really weird effects. I mean, it's a weird deck, so I guess it makes sense. You can only use this effect of double attack Wind Thunder once per turn. Okay, cool. So Ryokuku Guardian. Now I have heard a lot of buzz around this card. I haven't read it yet though. So it's a normal spell card. Cool. If your life points are lower than your opponent's, target one monster you control with Gate Guardian in its original name, half your opponent's life points. Then that monster gains attack equal to your opponent's life points. Huh. You can banish this card from your graveyard, add one Sanga, or deck your hand. You can only use. Yeah, that's pretty busted, considering that these cards are already really wildly strong. To be able to, so it halves your opponent's life points, and then you gain attack equal to your opponent's life points after you halve them. So the attack gain is not going to be as crazy, but you still get to. It says like this card. It says, hey, half your opponent's attack life points. That's pretty wild if you ask me. Prey of Jirai Gumo, continuous trap. So special summon this card as a normal monster to your main monster zone in the same column. Also, it's still treated as a trap. Then you can destroy one monster your opponent controls in this card's column. You can banish this card from your graveyard, add one Sanga that is banished, or in your deck to your hand. Okay, so they all kind of, not all, but they all, not all. So most of these have the similar effect where they go ahead and either get one of the Gate Guardians and either send them to your field or add it to your hand somehow. So it's gonna make turboing out that fusion monster not as hard as it originally seemed. So I do like that quite a bit. I don't think that this deck is going to be any meta relevant. I've been wrong before. I have been very wrong before. Now there are cards in here that could see play. I'm talking specifically about this one, the Heavy Tank, Labyrinth Heavy Tank, because it is a level 7 that you can normal summon for free, and that's pretty much it. And that's the only card that I see that would see meta relevance because of Kashtira. You can go ahead and normal summon it because Kashtira doesn't really have a normal summon. I mean, let's be real, right? So let's go ahead and just use this summon, good to go. So I like that idea. I think that as far as meta relevancy, this is pretty much the only one that I see seeing play. Now again, if I'm wrong, I'll eat my words. It's fine. It is what it is. But look, it's a fun deck. I mean, I don't think it's really meant to be some type of meta-defining, meta-breaking deck. But it is fun to see that that Konami is trying to at least make it a little bit more fun. Have fun with the old archetypes. Archetypes that I would never expect to see get support, especially Moki Moki, who did get support. And I need more support for it because we got Moki Moki Stray, or Stray Moki Moki, and I need more of it, right? So we got World Premiers. So World Premiers are cards that were not in the OCG and are strictly for the TCG. Or not strictly for the TCG right now, but essentially they've never been released before, so OCG hasn't had them before. Let's put it that way. So all of the Labyrinth cards, pretty cool. We got some OCG imports coming our way. Red Eye Soul, Duel Academy, Wake Up Elemental Hero, the new Black Luster Soldier. Supposed to be a really good card. Actually, have not read it yet, but I heard it's actually supposed to be really, really good. Utopia Rising, which I'm excited for and as well along with Baron Utopia, of course. Any Utopia card or any overlay card, I'm very excited for because I really, really like Utopia as a deck. I think it's a lot of fun. I think that in a format where your zones get locked or Dark Ruler no more is really good. That deck sucks. The deck, I can't rely on it really because it's gonna set up like 4, 5, 6 interruptions, no problem. You can very, very easily Nibiru it. But it's just a fun deck, so being able to see more support for it is really cool though. So Axel Synchro Stardust Dragon is probably going to be one of the best imports that we're going to be receiving. So I'm not sure if it's going to be strictly just for Stardust decks, but I think it's for the old Synchro mechanics going to be really, really huge as well. Saga Dragon Emperor for Forma Pal support. Battle Royale mode joining, Soul of Supreme King. So we're getting a lot of really, really cool OCG imports. One that I've been extremely excited for, and I didn't know when it was going to come, was actually going to be Angel of Blue Tears. So this is Trickstar support, if you guys did not know. So this is what this does. I believe you set any normal trap you want from your deck, and that's it. So I know it has restrictions. I mean, we covered the card before. I haven't read it in a while, but it is really exciting that we're actually going to be able to see this card. I really wish it would say this is treated as a Trickstar card so I can search it, but it doesn't say that, unfortunately. So it's fine. It's fine as long as we get the card. So be on the lookout for an updated Trickstar deck profile very, very soon. I have not done one of those in forever, I feel like, and I used to do them a lot, like too much. So very, very cool. Angel Blue Tears finally coming. Very, very cool. Okay, so we are getting Labyrinth Wall. I'm getting all the Gate Guardians and all the trash. Wind Up Kitten getting a reprint. Very, very exciting. Side Beast, definitely one that I think was necessary and mandatory. Wind Up Kitten, I still really want to pick up the Ultimate Rare just because it looks really, really cool. But it is what it is. Hey, we got a rarity bump on Nimble Angler as a rare. It definitely deserves more than a rare. Come on, this is the only reason that Sprite is as broken as it is now. Now that Sprite Elf is gone, so we need to rely on something to be able to get more board presence. So I think Nimble Angler deserves a little bit more love than that, but it is what it is. Photon Orbital getting a reprint I'm so grateful Konami gave us a reprint for this card. It was a $10, $12, $15 card for the longest time. Yeah, I understand it's ultra rare and a prismatic rare, but Photon Orbital does not deserve to be a $10 to $12 card, my personal opinion. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Rika Petal, Guardian Chimera getting a reprint, I think is fantastic. Ancient Fairy Dragon with the errata getting a reprint, so we're getting a lot of synchro love in this specific set. So something I'm definitely very excited about. Guardian Chimera as an ultra rare reprint, I think it's gonna be fantastic. I mean, the card is absolutely busted, and I'm very, very surprised that it's not seeing enough meta relevance as I thought it would be. Yeah, of course you play in Brandon Despia, but I just thought that card in Despia in general would just be completely like through the roof, you know, as far as how good it would be. Baron the Fleur finally getting the reprint, so we'll see how lower the Baron prices decrease, because it is still going to be an ultra rare, so it's not going to be the easiest thing to pull. Only ultra rare reprint, so I mean, so definitely very, very grateful, don't get me wrong, but with this being said, I do not believe the price of Baron the Fleur is going to go down by that much. It's going for around 70-80 at the moment, if I'm not mistaken, so probably bump down to like 40-50. Still a really, really good synchro monster though, if you and it's gonna make Sword Soul even that much more affordable to play, which Sword Soul is still already like one of the most busted decks out there. Teardrop Rika Queen, some more Abramax reprint, very cool. Cost down, the card's whack, but it's okay. Overload Fusion, not bad. Court of Justice, Spellbook of Fate, that I like to see. That is really, really cool. Spellbook of Fate, let's go ahead and see what it was, because I know this card. Spellbook, I know this card was actually super, super wild for a while now. Fate. At least when Judgment got yeah, see, it was absolutely crazy. Even the ultra rares, go ahead and that was the lowest rarity printing. Yeah, this card was at 40 bucks each, which was absolutely wild. The second that Judgment got unbanned, wow, this card skyrocketed in price. So I'm very glad to see that it's going down now. So I'll definitely, honestly, I've been wanting to see what I can mix with spellbooks. But I was thinking Sky Striker, but it's really not going to be the best for it. So I don't know. Let me know what you guys think is going to be a good, something good that I can go ahead and mix with spellbooks. So I can go ahead and try it out, because the deck I never really got a chance to play. It's a deck that I'm very, very excited about. It looks really cool. The artwork is beautiful, absolutely phenomenal. So I was thinking about potentially mixing it with sprites, potentially. So we'll see. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. So Spellbook of Fate, Super Soldier Ritual, very cool. Rika Glamour, which is a pretty wild card. Solemn Judgment, very nice as a collector's rare. It's going to be really cool. Royal Decree, I've been saying Royal Decree is going to be potentially a side deck staple with both Labyrinth and now Trap Tricks joining the what's it called, the meta. So that's definitely something to look out for, guys, for sure. Imperial Iron Wall, definitely a very, very good card. Treacherous Trap Hole, Deep Dark Trap Hole as well. Again, with Trap Tricks being one of the best structure decks I believe ever printed. This is definitely a good reprint. Just go ahead and get as many Trap Hole cards as possible. But honestly, I really like the set. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. You get some wacky cards with the Gate Guardian stuff. You get some really useful stuff like the Axel Stardust Synchro or Axel Stardust Dragon. You get some really good cards as well with the some good reprints, I should say, with the Side Beast, the Angler, other ones that we mentioned so far, Photon Orbital, Baron, Guardian Chimera. So honestly, the set, fantastic. I have no complaints over it. Only complaint, obviously, I would wish it would be an all nice foil set, but I mean, it is what it is. I'm not gonna start complaining on nickel and diamond Konami, I should say. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Honestly, I think this is gonna be really, really cool for the game of Yu-Gi-Oh! I think it's gonna be a lot of fun changes to the game. I think it's gonna bring a lot more accessibility for more budget players or newer players as well. Plus, being able to play a deck that was very, very in a very fun duel, I should say, in the anime. I think it's gonna be awesome. Again, just bringing the anime enthusiasts into the actual game of Yu-Gi-Oh! Konami is doing a great job of that. I just want to go ahead and give a huge shout out, of course, Konami. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys did enjoy, go ahead and let me know by smashing that like button, hit that subscribe. We had a lot of really, really cool uploads in plan for this upcoming week, so let me know what you guys want to see, and I'll go ahead and see if I can fit it in our schedule. But without further ado, make sure you like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.